Welcome back to the channel. This week I'm going to be showing you my 1 week meal prep. I'm going to be doing meals for the next 5 days, and that is going to be what I'm eating. So I've already got the chili started, the chili I made last week, so if you have missed that video, just go back, watch that, come back to this video. But first up, it's going to be a pasta with salad for supper. Then working back the other way, I'm going to be having the chili with chili stuffed into bell peppers as well as a baked potato. And then for breakfast it's going to be some fruit and some nuts and seeds. Okay, so over here I've just got some boiling water, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to dump some tomatoes into the boiling water for a few seconds just to loosen up the skin, and then I'm going to drop them into this big bowl of ice water. That way it'll be really easy to peel them, and I'm going to be using that for my tomato sauce. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut out the center of the top here, and then I'm going to cut an X into the sides to make it really easy to peel the tomatoes. See, you can see how I've got this little shape here. Once it's been boiled and put into the ice water, this is supposed to come off really easy. Basically, dunk the tomatoes in the boiling water for about 30 seconds or so. Dunk it into the cold water, and then the peel basically just comes right off. And the peel just comes right off. You want to get rid of the peel mainly because in a pasta sauce the peel's a little bit too tough and gives it a kind of a weird texture. So just to make it nice, even smoothness, have a nice tomato. So I've got half a sweet onion here, and I'm just going to throw it into this pot, and I'm going to kind of just cook it till it's soft, and then I'm going to add the tomatoes and kind of squash it all together. Sorry, also forgot garlic. Probably about 5-6 cloves of garlic. Just kind of whatever I had left. Here I'm just cutting up some basil, and this is going to be going into the sauce as well as some just dried oregano, and I'm also going to throw in some salt and pepper in there just to give it the flavor. Okay, so I'm just going to throw these sweet potatoes into the oven. I've already preheated it to 400 degrees, and I'm going to cook them for about 40 minutes while I'm getting the rest of the meal ready. And by the time that that's done, I should be pretty well set to just throw it into a container and have that with the chili and the stuffed pepper. Alright, so I'm just chopping up some mushroom. I've already got some celery in that bowl there, but this is just going to go into the sauce once I've got all the tomatoes and spices in there as well. Just chopping them up. Doesn't really need to be small slices, but that's mainly just because I like mushroom.
Behind the scenes camera crew helping with a stir.
Shh, you're not supposed to know that. Does it work? Right, dog? I'll mash you up too. Don't care. Alright, so tomatoes go in the pot with all of these onions and garlic. And I've never done this before, so let's just hope for the best, because I'm going to try to mash these down into a paste. Okay, so I've got some oregano here, salt, some fresh basil, some bay leaves, and I've got a little bit of black pepper over in this corner. I'm just going to dump it all into the sauce. There we go. And I'm also going to throw all of the onion and the celery that I had earlier into the sauce as well. There we go. And just give that a quick stir, make sure it's all in there. I've got 5 bell peppers going because those are going to be what I'm putting my chili into. And I'm just doing that while I'm waiting for the pasta sauce to finish simmering. And I basically just took out the top and poured out the inside here. And so I'll just show you how I did that real quick. Just cut out a circle in the top. And just pop this out. See, most of the seeds are gone already, but I don't really like this little fleshy inside. So I just cut that out a little bit and pick it out with my fingers. So these are just going to go in the oven for about 20 minutes or so with the sweet potatoes as those finish up baking. So far the sweet potatoes have probably been there for about 20 minutes themselves. That'll make the bell peppers tender enough for you to cut them down with a fork and knife, and overall just make it a lot easier to eat. I'm going to start on the salad because I've got lots of time between the sauce cooking and then the bell peppers and the sweet potatoes. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stuff a couple of handfuls of this mix here, which I've just bought at the grocery store. It's spinach and kale. I'm going to cut that down a bit. I've got some olives. I'm going to throw those on top, as well as some shredded carrot. Sprinkle some of that on there as well. And next up is going to be the dressing, which I have yet to decide. I know it's not strictly whole foods, however I need to really bump up the calories in this meal prep because I did a little bit of math on it and I'm a few hundred calories short. So I'm using olive oil, some vegan mayo, and a little bit of apple cider vinegar, as well as some peppercorns. And with that, it's just going to make a very ranchy type of dressing. So I'm just putting 2 little spoonfuls of mayo in here. And then I'm kind of just eyeballing this. But just put a little bit of olive oil. And then some apple cider vinegar. And put the pepper in there, just a few cracks of that. And then you just mix it up until it becomes a nice liquidy consistency. And then just put the lid on that, and that's going to be the dressing for the salad. Sweet potatoes should be done by now. I might have overcooked them a little bit, but that's fine. Oh yeah, they're cooked. Once the chili is done, I'm going to stuff some chili into these and put those all into containers for my supper. I've got my breakfast going here. Basically, it's just going to be a smoothie in the mornings, along with some of that trail mix that I made in the second video, I think. Basically, I've just got a banana in here, some pineapple. Let's not think about the pineapple again. I've got grapes as well as some chia seeds, and just going to throw it into a smoothie. Make a nice sweet breakfast. We're almost done here. I'm going to be putting on the whole grain pasta, or whole wheat pasta, whole grain wheat, and I'm going to be boiling it until it's al dente, 8 minutes I think. And after that, just going to rinse it out and start putting everything into little containers. Alright, and this is what I have for my meals for the week. So I've got my fruit for my smoothies, and then some nuts to go alongside that. I've got my pasta and my salad to go at work, and then this here is my stuffed pepper and my sweet potato. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Go ahead and leave a like down below, and if you think somebody else would enjoy some of these meals, go ahead and share it with them. Bye.